I figured it out. And it's just as creepy as you might think. I have been hearing this sheep for the longest time. I was walked over here and just all of a sudden a sheep's face stuck out of the ground. Lord, there's more than one in there. I'm going in. There's a horse in here! At the start of this episode, I'm just going to let you know this is going to be a little more flat. Mainly it's going to be a sort of montage as I build Frash House. I've recorded something of a dub that I'm going to put over this just to help explain basically where I plan to take this series and some of the reasons that I'm making those decisions. In that introduction, every time I've even started to record this audio has sounded ominous. First and foremost, obviously, I'm not going to quit the series or something like that. I like Minecraft too much for that. When I completed Frash House, I posted a picture on the Northridge forum discussion, and I was kind of surprised, really, to figure out it had been a year. I've been away from that particular thread for a year. And really, in that time frame, I maybe had visited Minecraft Awesome a couple of times, but yeah, it's really been probably about that long since I seriously worked on anything. It's been a long enough time that it's believable that it had been a year. I've been really busy. I've had a lot of issues with work, and I've started making progress on other videos, other shows, like we had a busy BWL road trip this past year. We had 5 trips, and they were all pretty big deals. And obviously, we got started with Let's Play United properly, and we've gone through most of Left 4 Dead now. None of that is actually the reason that I've been away from Minecraft that long. Truthfully, there were a couple of things, in addition to the various delays and stuff like that. There were just a couple of things that sort of made me take a wait-and-see approach to things. Somewhere, and it's been that long ago now, it's been close to a year, Fraser made some kind of a comment during one of his shows about possibly mothballing the old server, mothballing World 3. And they made it clear that they weren't planning to do that anytime soon. But it started the discussions, and everybody was talking about what would be a better option. Fraser was talking about possibly just focusing on challenge servers, where they have now live show servers, challenge servers, where the build challenges are built on smaller servers that are set up just for that specific build. The idea is that it's more welcoming. It's not for me. For me, I build big and I build expansive. I'm building a city, for goodness sakes. Having to do the short-term thing, it's not my cup of tea. Partly because it means dedicating more time to that than other projects, other videos, that sort of thing. It's about, time management to a large extent. I benefit more from being able to leave something for a time and come back to it. And let's face it, I left World 3 for close to a year before coming back to it. That has always been a strength for that server compared to the other. There are occasionally build challenges I would like to participate in, and I will be happy to jump into one of those and spend some time, a monthly challenge or something like that, working on a Minecraft build. There really aren't that many people active on Minecraft Awesome anymore. As I finished up this particular build, I was the only person in there a lot of the time. There was discussion on the forums, what if we did mothball it? What if we just restarted it? What if we made a smaller server? There's a few other people besides me that would really rather have the long-term server, the World 3 or World 4 or something like that. And there was discussions, well, maybe we should make a new world and make it smaller. We'd like to get newer versions of the game and that sort of thing. That all sounds good, but think about what that would mean for my project. World 3 is gone and World 4 starts. I have to start over on Northridge again. So I'm kind of faced with a challenge. Do I stick with it? Do I try to complete the city knowing it probably will go away before I'm finished? See how far I can get? Or do I go back to the drawing board? Do I start looking at other options? Basically, my plan at this point is to keep working on Northridge, but to maybe dedicate a little bit less time when I'm doing record sessions or project work on Northridge, and start looking at other projects. The next thing I'm going to build in Northridge is going to be the transit center. I would like to build something in Lapland. I still haven't, and I'm a member of that community, and I may be the only really active member of that community. I want to do something with it. I want to get in there and make something in Lapland. I want to make a house, and I want to make a project. But both of those projects need to take a step back too. I have sat on a 60-slot server for some time now. The Realm of the Nine Fires has been basically unused for months and months, even probably more than a year. And there's no reason for that. At the end of this episode, I'm going to give a little quick preview of the new World Seed, and I think it's time to return to the Realm of the Nine Fires. I think it's time to start spending more time in my own server and taking advantage of the tools that I have available to me there. I think my plan at this point is to dial back the amount of time I spend in Northridge. Not completely, but just dial it back a bit. And put a little more emphasis on getting into different things. I want to do something in Lapland. I want to definitely get the Realm of the Nine Fires set up. As I go along, there may be occasion for me to work on all three projects, at the same time, or I might need to focus for an entire episode on just one project. There's going to be a lot of what I do on the Realm of the Nine Fires that is simply, it's not going to need to be shown. There is going to be a lot of opportunity for some fun with other people and seeing how they explore it out and seeing what they build. So I'm interested to see where this goes, but that's what I'm going to do. The Realms of the Awesome is going to be more of what it was always meant to be anyway. It's going to be a mix of my time in the Minecraft Awesome server, my time on my own server, and we'll see what happens. I am happy to have this finished, I will admit that. Alright, so there is a long and winding drive to go up the mountain. There are a lot of torches around. I know Fraser doesn't like that. I can't be helped right now. I really don't want all this getting blown up right after I finish building it. See my tunnel work. Don't have much glowstone left. I'll have to make another trip to the Nether. Latest addition is the doghouse. Very simple. The room of the golden pants. Bedroom. This ridiculously oversized throne chair. And a dining slash kitchen slash mess hall. Whatever you want to call that room. It's all pretty basic. It's all basically there to function as a Dequan hole. There's a relief to getting it done. This is a big house. This is probably the biggest house I've built. Has to be to fit that TV in here. There's the studio. Most of these chests are empty. That's just so that I can add stuff if I have occasion to, or someone else could come in and add stuff. Library for Becky, and enchanting table. Hot tub. This is what passes for one of the 2 bathrooms. Go back downstairs. There actually is access to the attic, it's just that it's hidden underneath tiles. There's an access hole under there. You have to go around to the back of the green screen to one of the storage chests and find the ladder to climb up. Kitchen, dining. Little stutter here and there. Then we have fairly basic bedroom for Invisicile, I guess. And one for Snarfy Snarf. The other bathroom, sort of the main bathroom. And then of course we need to move up this way for Fraser's Carapace. We'll start by looking out here. We have a nice bluff to dive off of. Also gives a neat view. Quick. And then we come to this area. Fraser's Carapace. A sort of like a patio with only 3 sides of glass. A nice desk. And one hell of a view. Especially if I ever get any resort homes down there built. Because that's the resort district. Pretty good view of the park. If I could turn up my chunks a little more, it'd be even more interesting, but I'm not gonna worry about that too much, I don't think. You can almost see the church. It's part of the church's wall over there. That is too cool. That view. And yeah, that support column goes all the way down. Very happy to have this project built, because now I can move on to other things. Speaking of, there is something that we should probably move on to. I've been talking about it in a voiceover recording. Okay, before I finish this episode, I want to take a look at this right here. We're starting a new world, so let's see what we got. By Solaris. Skateboards. Oh. Holy cow. That's a lot of horses. I picked this seed, a brief look at the seed. Man, that is a lot of horses. Okay, I picked the seed because I like the flatness of the terrain. Let's see what we can do here. I would like to put up something that helps me identify where the spawn point is, in case I wander off too far. So, basically what I have seen of this after using that, incidentally, thank you, ASDev Movie 8. You should all bow down and worship the man cow now. There is a lot of... Oh, there's sheep over here. A lot of different resources available to us. I'm liking what I see. I don't even think it's an entrance to a cave. There's more bunnies. Good heavens, there's a bunch of desert bunnies here. This is a 1.9.4 world. We probably will stick with that until, say, Spigot updates or something like that, and is available on... Why are you looking at me? Is available on our server host. Oh, look, a temple of some sort. Oh, there's a village. Yeah, this is a good biome. I heard this whole seed looks really good. I'm going to probably the next time you see this, I will have used creative to create a bunch of infrastructure. So there'll be a proper spawn point, some fake villages, that sort of thing. Wow, this is looking really positive. This is looking really positive. This is going to be a fun world, I think. And of course we get, with 1.9.4, we get more of the new style of blocks and everything, and the temples and that sort of thing. I cannot believe how many horses there are. Look at this. They're come on now. Load some chunks. The horses are floating in the void. There we go. There's so much here. So much opportunity. We now have more people on our creativity team that could join us. Which means we could actually have well, for that matter, in our Discord server, we have a few other people beyond the creativity team, so we could actually start having some people in here. I am really excited about this. It's a new world. Brings with it a lot of opportunities. The sun's setting. Hello, white horses. I look forward to what may come from this. At the very least, I can even bring my nephew in. He's a bit young to play on other public servers, but here I can kind of keep an eye on him. So, yeah, I see a lot of opportunity here. Let's have some fun.